All righty, let's see if we can see it now. Hey, everybody. We are coming to you live from our Godfidence. So we're over here just checking to make sure that we've got some connections going on and seeing if people can see. Yeah, we are live, baby. I see it myself.
Okay.
Yep, we're good. So we came on for those that are looking for us. We came on like about 4 minutes early, and then yeah, we got people joining. So we came on about 4 minutes early. We started talking, chit chatting it up, and then we didn't see nobody. We were like, hold on. So hey, Yvonne Holmes. I think I saw Yvonne Holmes.
Okay.
Y'all write something for us as we're getting started. There we go. Hey there, Darcy.
Hey.
So we got your
How's
background,
everything?
Darcy. This is one of the backgrounds that Darcy set up for us. Let me fix this because
Okay.
he's going to talk about us later. Let me see if I can straight. I don't know. Let's see. I can't fix that little part in the middle. Hey, Von Holmes, and welcome.
Hello.
Welcome. So we got a lot to kind of talk about, but we're welcoming people as they're joining in. Hey, Gail Hamilton and Darcy sees our background that he put up for us.
Okay. What's the name of this song? Anybody can tell me the name of this song?
Okay.
Listen to the music.
And so as they're guessing, I went to go see at one of the studios at Warner Media today.
Okay.
The story of Little Richard.
Okay.
It was actually really good. Yvonne Holmes, did you know that Little Richard? Of course, you know this. Is originally from Macon, Georgia.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
And then he talked about
Him and James Brown knew each other.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, oh my God.
Great people come out of Georgia, especially Griffin.
Yeah.
Everywhere you go, you meet people from Griffin.
Yes. Hey, Ella Miller, what's going on? Rick Doc Layton is on.
Good doctor.
Yes.
My friend.
Exactly.
What's the name of this music? We don't own the rights to it, but we jamming off of it. It's hot.
Fuller said the other day, girl, you know this song? I was like, who don't know this song? So y'all got to tell us because we can't move on until you tell
cheating.
us.
She heard the words while it was playing.
No. But if you are a music fan like I am,
okay.
you know certain songs.
Who is the artist if you don't know the name of the song?
You just know the lick. You just know the lick. Hey, Charles Thomas. You just know that. What's up? Okay, yeah. Gail says she don't know. Y'all would if you played. Y'all, come on now.
Is it loud enough for you to hear real good?
Maybe that'll help him. You saying, I'm doing the Come on. How y'all gonna know this? Then we gotta pay the rest of it. That's just the music version. Start again.
Sounds good.
What's up there?
Okay, you know this song?
They don't know the song.
Okay.
Rice.
Who's the artist?
They don't know that either. They probably would get that.
Man.
Papa don't take no mess.
You gave it away.
Look, I bet you if I say that and y'all don't know, I'm gonna beat y'all up.
Hey Emily, how you doing?
Y'all should know that. So baby, it is now. Let's see. We gotta go. It's
Emily, what's the name of your book?
Gail says it sounds good. Okay, so Dr. Layton, come on now. You ought to know now. All of y'all should know Yvonne Holmes, and there you go, James Brown. We got that part.
Right.
But and I said the name of the song.
Right.
I sang the name. That is the name of the song. You got Papa don't take no mess. All right, that's our little trivia for today. But baby, we gotta move some things on. You can play that in the background though.
Okay.
I love that. I love some James Brown. So I was telling you that I went to go see Little Richard today.
Right.
They were giving the history of him and his music, and of course I think we knew, maybe the younger generation doesn't realize the Little Richard was the original king of pop.
Oh yeah.
Right.
King of rock and roll.
Right. King of
Right,
rock and roll.
right.
And so
Oh, there was no other king.
yeah, so you had the McCartneys. Is it Paul McCartney? Yeah.
Who?
And look, exactly. Paul McCartney and
Oh, he was the Beatles though.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about that was comparing who he was.
No. But they took all of his songs. So you got Paul McCartney and his family. Then you had the Rolling Stones. Right. You had all these different artists. They had showed how, back in that time, right, they gave him a small commission, and they were the ones making all the money.
Right.
And that how black people then, that generation didn't want their kids listening to rock and roll, right, because they thought it had a lot to do,
especially the whites.
Yeah, but I was blown away when I found out all the songs that he had written.
Man, he was a bad boy. He was a king, definitely king of rock and roll.
Yeah.
The thing about Little Richard, he lived a homosexual lifestyle, yep. But in the end of his life, he got saved all over again, and he started preaching the gospel.
Yeah,
I don't know if they showed that part or not today.
Little Richard, that's what.
No, I think you see it here.
Okay, I was gonna say, you said at the end of his life.
The latter part of his life.
And so, but he even got
preaching the gospel. So I don't like men anymore. I like women.
Yeah, and so he got married. He got married to somebody.
I didn't know that. Okay.
But he did talk about all the orgies and all this stuff. Yeah. I think that he was just, enjoying life.
But during that time, the people that owned the studios, the Jewish people, the white people, they took advantage of the blacks, and they were just giving them just a small amount, and they made all the money. And so you never sell the rights. Ray Charles came along and changed that. James Brown changed that because they started getting their own royalties. They started demanding their own royalties from that song, and they kept the ownership of that song.
Yeah.
So they broke the mold and set a standard for these guys today. That's why they're making all the money.
Yeah, I was really blown away by one. He didn't care what people thought.
Right.
He did that ooh and all of that music where he put his leg on the piano. Things that nobody was doing. I mean, even when you hear him talking, different.
Jerry Lee Lewis stole some of his stuff. Jerry Lee Lewis was playing. Yeah.
Yes.
And they show about his dad almost beat him half to death.
Yes. Okay. They talked about his dad, how he put him out the house. Right. I didn't know he had 12 brothers. It was 12 of them, 12 brothers and sisters, or 11 brothers and sisters. And so, but anyway, that was a good intro, and it's going to be coming on CNN later in the month of September.
Okay, but y'all had a preview.
Yeah, they did a preview for their employees, and so that was really good. So, babe,
go back and tell them what else you did Friday.
I did Friday.
What's up, Beyonce?
That was Friday. That was okay. What's
Saturday?
Friday. Friday, what did we do? Oh, we went to a football game.
Yeah.
Football season is kicking off, and then we went.
That was Thursday. No, we went to the football game Thursday.
Oh my gosh, that was Thursday. Oh, what happened on Friday?
We had date night.
Date night on Friday.
So that was it was so unimpressive that you can't remember.
No, what we do Friday?
We went to the place Mac Jackson recommended for us, Pastor Mac.
Yeah, we went to this place called Beetle Cat. And I don't know really.
And it was good.
Yeah, it was tasty. I had a lobster roll.
If you're real hungry, don't go.
Yeah, you're gonna spend a lot of money.
If you want to satisfy your taste buds, go there.
First of all, look.
But don't be hungry because you got small portions.
Yeah, small plate. But look here, Yvonne Holmes, you are not gonna start with these Steelers, and go Cowboys. Yeah. And y'all post for us. Who is your team that you cheer for on NFL side?
And by the way, while you're talking about football, the Afro number 20 from Griffin, Georgia, scored the winning touchdown to shut the game down. With 2 minutes left, he had a 70-yard punt return. So go G-Town, the grip, Griffin, Georgia, in the house.
Yes,
you got to admit, you meet so many people from Griffin. I'm not gonna talk about my day till you bring it up to your Saturday.
Okay, so then date night Friday, we commit to doing that, and then on go Falcons. Okay,
That's right.
Lindsay. Okay, Griffin,
That's
USA, right. Whatever. Okay, so but I am proud of Griffin because Fuller. I mean, they be turning it out. I tell you. So then Saturday. Me and my mom kind of hung out a little bit, and then took myself, actually, me and Austin, we went to go see Beyonce's Renaissance concert. It was super, 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 very good. Baby, you know what I realized? There was two things that stood out. One was, I'm not sure what's happened to this generation of music, where artists back at that time, they were so thankful to have the opportunity
Right.
to play in big stadiums, or they even play in big stadiums, big, in music halls and theater
call
halls.
it the chitlin circuit.
Right.
Because they played these little small
Right. They were so grateful.
clubs in the wall, hole in the walls.
And so I'm sure they showed up on
Right.
time
Yeah.
and all of that. But our concerts today, y'all, Beyonce, I love you, but it started an hour late. I'm like, I didn't pay, and the them tickets was high. They were high.
I think you need to compensate y'all for your time when they start late.
I mean, so I don't really understand that, you guys. If I'm wrong, and y'all got an extra hour, me and Austin left almost like 3 hours early.
Yep.
Well, we left at 5 because the concert was supposed to start at 8.
Right.
So we know how downtown Atlanta traffic is. So I decided to, me and Austin agreed, we leave about 5:15. We get there. Turns out there was traffic, but not traffic like that. We got there at 5:15.
But you know how to maneuver through the city, though.
Yeah, and then I have parking in the employee parking at CNN Day. Right. So that all works out really good. But I just don't get the whole starting late. An hour late.
We went to see the Temptations, the Four Tops. They started on time. We went to see Smoke It. They started on time. We went to see Buddy Guy started on time. Nita Baker, 30 minutes late.
Yeah.
She was about 20 minutes. Yes, about 20 minutes.
Yes.
But normally that generation, the older generation, they start on time, and they give you a show too.
Now let me tell you something. That doggone Beyonce, she got her last show is tonight in Atlanta.
It's a production. It's not a show.
It's a production. When I tell you, they spent some doggone money on that. The technology, the screens with the videos in the background. And thank you. Y'all see I need that? Y'all slide over there so they see I did. See how we're building out our back of our house. Y'all see that? Y'all like that? That's called backgrounds, y'all. But anyway, but the concert was simply amazing. The second thing that I noticed, and it ain't no criticism. Yeah, okay, 6:15. Okay, so it's no criticism, but this is a part of our conversation today. So I had to change the subject because we kind of I couldn't post everything, and so we had to redo the thing today. So I noticed that in Beyonce, first of all, our young women, they admire the girls today, the women today. So Beyonce, in a lot of her video things, as they were bringing her on and introducing the next segment, like they would have her laying down, leg thigh kind of propped up. Oh, she's fine now. She's fine. But then she would be completely nude, and she'd have like a star over her nipple, like her breast area. And I was thinking, this is just legalized porn. Yeah. I ain't judging. She was fine. But it was together.
Observation.
It was observation.
That's criticism. That's observation.
And I loved it. But it was just some of those things like that, which brings me back now to a part of our conversation.
Okay, this part I'm going to say. What you're willing to show, you're willing to share.
Well, she done shared it with Jay-Z, so I guess. And then her daughter also performed with her. Mm-hmm. It was very good.
Okay.
And so, but you're right. Mm-hmm. But I think that's part of her personality. She went from being very, very calm, ballads to homegirl, real quick with that. All of that, it was absolutely amazing. So, thank you guys for commenting on my frames. I wore my red frames and my red lipstick for a reason because it's about to get a little hot in here. So, this weekend, Fuller and I were talking. And Fuller said to me, darling, you're always so busy. He wasn't really criticizing.
We continue this similar to the conversation we had the last time we was on.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Being super busy. So then, y'all, this is rated R. Kinda. It's for the married people and it's for the single people. So when you get married, you know what's going on. So Fuller said, I noticed that, and I'm talking, ladies, I'm talking, gentlemen, I'm talking. I noticed that Fuller had been a little bit irritated with me. He didn't say anything. He was really snappy. I don't know if that was Thursday or Yeah, let's start with Thursday because we
I
at the
wasn't
game.
snappy. I was just
Wait, hold
short.
on, y'all.
I was short.
We at the game, and I said, babe, we go to sit on the guest side because all of our home side is packed. So I said, Fuller, let's go sit on the home side. I mean, on the guest side. So we went on to the other side, and I was like, trying not to be bossy. I probably said, can we sit right here? He was like, no, you said let's sit at the very end. And I said, yeah. That's fine. Let's go to the end. And I said, no, baby, let's sit right here because it's kind of in the middle. And so he said, no, you said you wanted to sit at the end. So I'm standing there like, well, dang,
I didn't
homeboy.
say all that. I just wanted to sit down.
He just wanted to sit down and left me standing there. I was like, so I wasn't gonna move. Now I had a disposition. And so then I finally went and sat down because once Fuller make up his mind, he ain't moving. So I said, let me go sit down. So I sit down and I'm like, babe, why are you acting like that? He said, no. He said, I just came and sat down. He left it alone. So then later on that night, was it that night? We had a little intimate moment. Let's just say that.
We communicated.
We communicated. That's the word Fuller likes to say.
And it changed my attitude, didn't it?
So then, yeah, his attitude changed. And he was like, babe, thank you for that. I'm like, thank you for what? He said, I really needed that because I've been a little bit irritated. Some of the stuff that you say or do, I'm irritated, but not to the degree that it irritates me more when I ain't had none.
I didn't say that.
Okay, why'd you say it?
I said that you wonder why I've been a little short on a lot of stuff. That's because you had communicated with me.
And I said, and I realized, everyone, ladies, I realized that because I find myself super busy, whether it's with kids, mom, on the road, my business, my work, uh, checking emails, looking at my phone, traveling on the road, being out of town. I let some things slip. And when I would get in the bed, I'd go straight to sleep every night. Full would be like, let her head hit the pillow. She's going to sleep. So when he said that to me, I said, I have been letting that part slip. Whereas before, a few weeks ago, I was, we was on it. But then because I began to get busy with life, I began to be so tired. I wasn't communicating sexually with Fuller. And so then it dawned on me. So then we communicated again. And he was like, man, we back on it. And I said to myself, no, I didn't say to myself, I said to him, I said, babe, I want to apologize because I've been so busy. I've neglected what's important for you, for me, for our relationship. And I said, and I don't ever want to get so busy that I forget what your needs are. Men, how do y'all, what are your needs?
Sex. More sex. And then when you quit doing that, a little bit more.
So that's how they communicate.
See, people want to know, women want to know, why do men cheat? Why do men cheat? Because y'all ain't taking care of them. A lot of times. I mean, not just the physical act of sex, but desiring him, desiring to be intimate with him. Not, okay, well, let me get, okay, I know you ain't there no while here, pop, 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 bam, okay, let's go. Yeah. And that's nothing, that's nothing. If I was wanting to play with myself, I'd have been playing with myself, but I that's never turned me on that much. I like beef. I don't like the hand. Alice, Bertha, Claudia, Elaine, and Dolores. I don't Dolores and Elaine, I don't like them. So that don't do me no good. Fivefold ministry,
Y'all. But anyway, when we talk about stuff, I don't know what Fuller's gonna say, so I can't apologize.
So, you have a man need to be wanted and desirable Just like your guys want. You want somebody to want you for you. You want somebody to be intimate with you. You want somebody to compliment you. You want somebody to embrace you. You want somebody to hold you. Now, I love the way you hold me at night when you're not asleep. Uh, how you get behind my back and just lay up against me and just hold me tight. And you do it every night. I mean, 3, 4 times, 5 times a night. You wake up before you get out the bed. You always. I mean, that's so intimate to me. That's like having sex to me. I mean, it's just so loving and such an expression of love. So that's what a man wants. That's what I think relationships need because you keep the man from. I used to, when I pastored, excuse me, I didn't finish my thought. When I pastored church, I used to have marriage maintenance, and I used to tell them to the women, you can foolproof your marriage because you give it to him in the morning, you give it to him in the evening, you give it to him at night. He can't look nowhere else. He can't go nowhere else. He for say too weak
Yeah.
to do anything else. But and it's hard to argue in the middle of you be. And then he said, "Baby, I'm so mad at you." I ain't mad no. Hey, baby. Look, it's me. You know, I'm unapologetic.
Yeah.
You know, that's who I am.
Yeah.
I'm a sexual being. You know, you know, sometimes I need the blue pill, sometimes I don't.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that ain't, and at my age, you know, remember you take care of yourself. I believe the Holy Ghost help you with everything.
Yeah.
I believe in that, you know. Yeah. So if you include the Holy Spirit in your relationship and your marital bed, you'll be much better off because He can direct you and lead you in all things, and so you make it for a better marriage because it does.
Yeah. And Fuller said, well, I said to him, I said, "Babe, I said, why didn't you say anything? Why didn't you let me know that you wanted?" He said, "I tried to give you some clues. I was horny. I was rubbed up all against you. You didn't take that as a sign." And so, but we get so busy, ladies. Let me just talk because I'm a woman. I don't know about the men.
Right.
But the ladies, you know, I remember my first marriage when there was a little bit of tension. We were raising the kids, but I was primarily doing the motherly things,
Right.
Getting the bottles ready, cleaning the bottles, cleaning the kitchen, cleaning the house, going to work, trying to work out, all those things that we say I'm now tired because he ain't helping. Well, we got to figure that out because there has to be a little bit of balance of that. And I realized some things I could have done better. But when Fuller conveyed to me the difference in the attitude, check out your relationship with your spouse. And if there's a little bit of tension or how they respond to you is really short, it may be a sign that they're irritated because they're not getting any loving. I don't mean always sex.
Right, that's right.
Yeah, I mean loving attention or spending time with them. So Fuller and I make it a point to have a date night. But so I have to make it a point to not consume my life with busy. Pastor Taffy talked about, you know, that crazy busy. But I find myself doing that. We find ourselves doing that. Go ahead, babe.
I forgot my thought there for a minute. And don't let date night become a tradition.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let your date night just become something we do. Because if it's just a date night, like on the calendar, that like I'm going to work, I'm going to a football game or whatever. Don't let it become so routine.
Yeah.
Tradition where it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
It needs to be a date night.
Yeah.
Surprise. Like you surprised because I didn't know where we was going.
Yeah.
Friday night.
Yeah.
I thought it was going somewhere else, and so we went there, that was very thoughtful and I enjoyed it. The atmosphere was. It reminded me when I lived in Chicago and lived in Newtown. The streets were full of people, all type of people.
Well, you could walk around the streets.
Trans, homo, male, female,
everybody,
dogs, bicycles, scooters.
Yeah.
It was just a lot of activity, man. It was exciting. And I loved being down there. They had being a Jerry ice cream shop in downtown. So that little area, I think it was a little 5 Point. Yeah. And it was just so much going on till you could just sit when we were sitting in the window so we could see outside the window. So it's just something to see and something to hold. It was exciting.
Yeah.
To me, that's where date nights should always be. It should always be exciting,
Yeah.
not just a tradition or something we do. It's something we decide to do to come together after our busy week and be intimate with each other. Not necessarily sex. Now, at that time, I'm not talking about it. I'll let you know when. But being intimate and being loving and being kind and considerate and this here,
Touching,
this
yeah.
touching and
Well, baby, you trying to touch me?
I did it by accident, but it's mine.
It's yours.
All right.
But you know, all of that is so important in how we, you know, date. And you and I, right after we got married, because we had gone out so much when we were dating, we almost let it slip where we were spending time here on Friday nights and sitting in the room watching TV. We'd go get.
But that was still good to me.
Yeah,
I mean, that was
good.
intimate because we don't have to always go out.
Yeah.
But that's we got a movie theater down here where we are now.
Yeah.
And that was good. Something different. Went to a different place and got some different food.
Yeah.
From crab legs to burgers to everything. But this is what we want to do. It doesn't matter. It's the energy.
Yeah.
It's the energy you put in the relationship.
Yeah.
Those things are valuable. And like I said again, let the Holy Spirit. He's good in every area. And what you don't know, but when you're too busy to hear the Holy Ghost, then that creates a problem.
Yeah.
And men want, just like you guys want to be loved, want to be touched, want to be a smack on the butt or whatever. Men like that too.
Yeah.
They do. I don't know why you wouldn't think that we love. We're the same being.
Yeah.
God created us the same. So why not do those things that you like for somebody to do to you, do it to them. Yeah. It doesn't matter what sex.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what male or female. Mm-hmm. What it is, it's the energy, the compassion, the excitement, the way you touch me, the way I touch you. That should be stimulating. It should be, uplifting.
Yeah. Because even when we're sitting here, you guys can't see it, but me and Fuller's legs are touching. Right. And so, when we're out and about, I make it a point, even when he's driving, to grab his hand. Because when we first started dating, I remember grabbing his hand and he had it on the clutch. And so, and he loves that. And I don't want to ever get so caught up in what, that stuff that's in my mind that I don't think about that I'm with you.
Yeah.
That I got everything else on my mind. Fuller has to remind me, you guys. Hopefully we all get better with this, to put my phone down. Yesterday I was on my phone, and Fuller will make comments, and they kind of be sly comments. They're truthful comments, but then I'll think about it. Yesterday I thought about it, and I said, darling, just put your phone down. Just put your phone down. It's not that important, to keep your phone in your hand, looking for somebody. The most important person when we're especially at home is Fuller. And we don't always go out to eat, you guys. We find other things to do, concerts. We got like a little jazz club around the corner. We go to lots of different concerts that may be coming up in the city. So y'all, I know we save. Some of us save. Some of us just watching because we tagged. I do this hashtag thing, and maybe some people don't go to church.
Right.
We're not trying to be deep. So we just saying, even if you are saved, it's okay.
And this is definitely not a Christian broadcast.
It's not.
And it started off telling our story.
Yep.
And it started off minuscule widows. Then the singers came, and then we started talking about different relationships and stuff. And it's important.
Yeah.
And I hope our transparency, because a lot of folks say, "Wow, y'all," but this would help everybody, because a lot of people on here are Christian, but this helps a lot of people because Christians like sex too. Christians need sex too. Yeah. I ain't so saved to feel with the Holy Ghost and preaching tongue, preaching and that take care of me. That take care of the spirit.
Right.
Don't have nothing to do with the physical body.
Right. So look,
just being honest.
Yeah, Gail said she was talking with her niece and her husband yesterday. They had a date night, preparing a meal and putting a full movie screen in their backyard. Wow. To watch movies. I mean, I love that. Yeah. I mean, so let's continue, you guys. And while I'm talking to the ladies, Fuller's talking to the men too, because sometimes our men need to brush up on, how to, be attractive and love on their wives.
Get your nails done. Get your feet done. Don't be in there with them big crusty feet and rubbing up against somebody and feel like sandpaper. Get your nails done.
Yes,
Get
Fuller always
your
get
feet-
done.
get
Fuller
your
go
feet-
to in the middle of the night, you guys, especially if he thinks he's going to be communicating with me or really talking to me. He goes to the bathroom, puts Listerine in his mouth. Now he may not have brushed his teeth because it's the middle of the night. He will put Listerine in his mouth so we can have a conversation. I'm thinking, baby, such and such, such and such, such and such. I hate
That's
you,
just
dog.
that's who I am.
Yes.
Buy some new underwear.
Buy some new underwear.
Don't have that underwear. The rubber
Yeah.
the extended so they got a clothespin and
Yeah.
a pin. And
Fuller goes
no,
and throws my underwear away and will buy me some more.
I don't like used underwear. Old, when they lose their shape or color, I'm throwing away.
Yes.
It's a shoe shine for me, mine, because I got after that shirt, that's shoe shine rag.
It is. So, baby, thank you for allowing me to be. I say allowing, that's very loosely. Just to be able to share our hearts and things that go on with us personally, and sharing the intimate moments. So let me see. I see Melissa said something. We are at the nail salon now, getting our pedicure, manicure done. Exactly. Oh, and then look, Fuller.
Big Jack.
Yeah, I showed up at the nail salon the other day, and Fuller took care of getting my nails done, my nails, my pedicure done. She just knew. I knew where he was. He was getting his nails done. I said, I'm stopping right where you are. And
I
get my
was
nails done.
about finished when you came.
Yeah. And so I always want to make sure this. And look, I remember the times, baby. I know we passed the time, but I just didn't do certain things right in my first marriage. I let nails go. Right.
That.
I let my hair was always together, but I let the nails go. And
too familiar with one another.
Too familiar. That's gonna be the subject of this thing.
Well, look, y'all, we don't want to take up all these people's time.
Yep.
I know we're over.
Yep. It's 6:34 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys, thank you for allowing us to share how to communicate. If you married, communicate. And don't let your spouse be ignoring you and be like, got an edge on, got a little attitude. They want a little something.
And we don't have a pattern on this. You might have some better ideas or better thought. Put it in the chat. But I'm just saying what works for us. What works for us. And it working. So we are happy. I'm extremely happy.
Yeah.
Love my baby.
My baby said he's told me after all of that, we talked about it and had a little something to provide.
I even got some early morning delights for church yesterday morning.
This thing right here.
I was already feeling good when I got to church.
He tell it all. If y'all want to know the truth, Bishop Fuller gonna tell you. So you guys, thank you for joining Godfidence Monday, August the 14th. We will be back on next week, the 21st. And hopefully we will have a guest. I'd love to continue our conversation. And maybe we got some guests on Dr. Bells. We can invite them to talk about how to date. Yeah. And this includes the single people as well. So you guys enjoy the rest of the Monday.
When this is 099 for them. Learn how the basic about being married and communicating.
That's right. We love you.
Hey, love you.
Love you guys. Y'all take care until next week. Y'all be safe and have a great rest of your week. Love you, baby.
Love you.
Papa don't take no mess.